Beijing, September 2025. The city awakens under a golden sunrise, its ancient streets and modern skyscrapers bathed in a soft, expectant light. Today, the heart of China beats with anticipation. The world's gaze is fixed on Tiananmen Square, where history and power converge. Crowds gather, filling the vast expanse, their eyes reflecting both pride and curiosity. The Gate of Heavenly Peace, crowned by Mao's iconic portrait, frames a military parade unlike any before. The air is thick with ceremony and symbolism. This is more than a World War II commemoration. It's a declaration of power, a showcase of China's military evolution and technological prowess. President Xi Jinping surveys the scene from his command vehicle, his presence a reminder of the party's central role. The People's Liberation Army stands ready, a force honed by years of reform and ambition. The event is a message. China has arrived as a military superpower, confident and unyielding. The red flag waves above, a symbol of unity and national resolve. For the Chinese people, it's a moment of national pride and proof of the nation's transformation. Generations watch, from elders who remember hardship to youth who dream of global influence. The parade links past sacrifice to present technological might, reinforcing the Communist Party's narrative of rejuvenation. Veterans salute, their faces lined with memory, as new soldiers display cutting-edge weaponry. Every step and salute is political theater, projecting unity, discipline, and the unbreakable will of a nation determined to shape its destiny. Internationally, the guest list, leaders from Russia, North Korea, and others, signals a new bloc challenging the US-led order. Their presence is both endorsement and warning. This is more than a military review, it's a geopolitical summit, alliances on display, and a stage for new partnerships to be forged in the open. The roar of jets and rumble of armor announce a new era. The sky above is streaked with color, the ground below trembling with the passage of steel. The weapons rolling down Chang'an Avenue are symbols of ambition and years of focused investment. Hypersonic missiles and advanced vehicles hint at a future where China sets the pace of innovation. The world isn't just watching a parade, it's witnessing China's strategy to reshape the 21st century. Every camera lens captures not just spectacle, but the unfolding of a new global narrative. The 2025 parade is staggering in scale, designed to overwhelm. Over 15,000 troops march in robotic precision, a human machine of discipline. Honor guards, special forces, and peacekeepers each tell a piece of China's military story. The hardware is even more impressive, over 700 advanced vehicles, from main battle tanks to air defense systems. The message is clear. China can mass-produce advanced weaponry for a long war. In the skies, over 200 aircraft fly in tight formation. J-20 stealth fighters, H-6N bombers, early warning planes, and swarms of drones. This is a modern, networked air force, ready to project power far from home. The variety demonstrates a balanced force, capable of air superiority, deep strikes, and support for ground and naval operations. Analysts worldwide take note. China is no longer catching up. In some areas, it's setting the pace. The parade is a curated exhibition of China's military achievements. The message is delivered not in words, but in steel and fire. All eyes are on China's new hypersonic missiles, game changers in modern warfare. These weapons are not just a display of technological prowess, but a bold statement of China's growing military ambitions on the world stage. Hypersonic missiles travel at speeds exceeding Mach 5, covering vast distances in minutes. Their ability to maneuver unpredictably at such high velocities makes them nearly impossible to intercept with current defense systems, leaving adversaries with little time to react. The parade unveils two key systems, an improved DF-17, now launchable from both ships and bombers, giving China flexible options for rapid deployment across land, sea, and air, and the long-range DF-27, capable of striking targets as far as Guam and Alaska, extends China's reach deep into the Pacific, threatening distant U.S. bases and assets. These weapons directly challenge U.S. power projection in the Pacific, undermining the traditional dominance of American carrier groups and forward-deployed forces. Hypersonics can neutralize even the most advanced missile defenses, making once invulnerable carrier groups and bases suddenly vulnerable to rapid, precise strikes. Their presence forces U.S. planners to rethink strategies in the Western Pacific, prompting urgent reviews of defense postures, deployment patterns, and alliance commitments. China's public display is psychological warfare, deterrence by demonstration. The spectacle is designed to send a clear message to both domestic and international audiences. The message is unmistakable. US intervention in Taiwan or the South China Sea now carries far greater risk, raising the stakes for any potential conflict in the region. These missiles are not just technological marvels, they fundamentally alter the military balance, forcing rivals to invest in new countermeasures and rethink their own strategies. For the US and its allies, the cost of conflict with China has risen dramatically, making any military engagement far more dangerous and unpredictable than before. The world is witnessing a new era of strategic competition, where technological breakthroughs can rapidly shift the balance of power and reshape global security dynamics. China's hypersonic arsenal is a warning. The rules of engagement have changed, and the consequences of miscalculation are higher than ever. The parade is as much about deterrence as it is about capability, signaling to the world that China is ready to defend its interests with cutting-edge technology. Beijing wants Washington to think twice before acting, using its hypersonic arsenal as both a shield and a bargaining chip in high-stakes diplomacy. The balance of power in Asia is shifting, fast. As hypersonic technology spreads, the entire region faces a new and uncertain security landscape. The parade's finale is sobering. China's strategic nuclear forces on full display. The DF-41 intercontinental missile, road-mobile and MIRV-capable, can strike anywhere in the US. The JL-3 submarine-launched missile, deployed on new Type 096 subs, ensures a survivable second strike. The H-6N bomber completes the nuclear triad, land, sea and air. China is no longer a minimum deterrence power, it's a top-tier nuclear state. This shift changes the global nuclear landscape, raising questions about Beijing's intentions. A larger, more diverse arsenal gives China confidence in crisis, and could make conventional conflict more likely. The world now faces a third major nuclear superpower. The stakes for arms control and global security have never been higher. The parade's unmanned systems are a glimpse into the future of war. High-altitude drones like the WZ-7 and GJ-11 lead the way, surveillance and strike platforms, operational and mass-produced. Swarms of quadcopters and robotic mules show China's investment in battlefield automation. Robotic dogs equipped for scouting or sentry duty hint at a new era of urban warfare. Most secretive are the autonomous underwater vehicles, long-range, silent and capable of mine-laying or anti-submarine missions. These systems threaten US naval access and reshape undersea warfare. Unmanned platforms allow China to project power and strike without risking soldiers. The political cost of conflict drops, making war more thinkable. China is preparing not for the last war but the next, where algorithms and autonomy matter as much as armor. The PLA's Ghost Fleet is a bid for decisive technological advantage. The future battlefield is already here. The 2025 parade is more than a display of military might. It's a carefully orchestrated act of strategic messaging, aimed first and foremost at the United States and its allies. Every formation, every weapon, and every maneuver is designed to send a signal across the Pacific. Hypersonic missiles and a modernized nuclear triad draw a bold red line around China's core interests, especially Taiwan, but also the South China Sea and beyond. These weapons are not just for show, they are a warning that China is prepared to defend what it considers its own at any cost. The message to Washington is unmistakable. Any US intervention would be costly, fraught with risk, and the outcome far from certain. The stakes have never been higher. For China's partners, Russia, North Korea, Iran, the parade is both reassurance and a demonstration of leadership within an emerging anti-Western bloc. It signals that China is willing to stand at the forefront, uniting those who challenge the current global order. For the Global South, it's an open invitation. Align with China, the rising power, and share in the benefits of a new world order. The parade is a showcase of strength but also of opportunity for those willing to join China's orbit. The parade projects not only confidence and technological prowess, but also a vision of a world where China sets the pace. It's a statement that the old hierarchies are shifting, and a new era is dawning. It's a clear signal of ambition. China intends to be a global military peer, not just a regional power. The display of advanced aircraft and naval forces is a declaration that China's reach now extends far beyond its borders. Massive investments in nuclear, naval, and aerospace capabilities point to worldwide aspirations. China is building a force designed for influence on every continent and in every domain: land, sea, air, and even space. This is not a military built for border defense alone. It's a force crafted for global influence, capable of projecting power wherever China's interests demand. The parade is China's coming out party as a superpower, a moment designed to capture the world's attention and announce a new chapter in global affairs. The world is being asked to choose: accommodate China's rise and adapt to a new balance of power, or resist and risk confrontation. The decision will shape the decades to come. The spectacle is meant to awe, persuade, and intimidate. It's a calculated performance designed to shift perceptions and force a global reckoning with China's ambitions. The message is clear: China is ready to rewrite the rules, to challenge the status quo, and to lead on its own terms. The era of uncontested US dominance is ending. A new era with China at the center is beginning, and the world must now decide how to respond. Impressive hardware raises tough questions. Can the PLA operate these systems in real combat? Its troops are untested since 1979. Modern war demands flexible command and initiative, traits stifled by rigid, top-down control. Some new tech is unproven, parade performance doesn't guarantee battlefield success, logistics and sustainment remain weak points, global power requires global reach. The true test is not in parades, but in war. China's military power is still an open question. The parade triggers a new global arms race. The US and allies will boost defense spending, accelerate hypersonic and missile defense programs, and rethink Pacific strategy. Japan, South Korea, India, and Australia will modernize and expand their militaries. The Indo-Pacific becomes more volatile, with crises likely to escalate faster. The arms race extends to space and cyberspace, anti-satellite weapons, cyber attacks, and electronic warfare. The competition is multipolar, involving new technologies and more actors than the Cold War. Economic ties and military rivalry now intertwine. The parade doesn't start this race, but it accelerates it. Nations must choose match China's strength or risk falling behind. The world is entering a new era of dangerous competition. Does this display make the world safer? Almost certainly not. China's buildup is seen as aggression, fueling a security dilemma and arms race. The parade marks the end of unquestioned US primacy in Asia. The risk of conflict, especially over Taiwan, rises for everyone. Yet the spectacle brings clarity. China's capabilities and intentions are now undeniable. This forces sober policymaking and urgent arms control talks. The post-Cold War era is over. Great power competition is back. The weapons on display could shape 21st century conflicts. The world must now confront a new reality. Peace is not guaranteed. The dragon has shown its teeth. What happens next is up to us.